I woke up this morning and it's snowing. Oh my god. So exciting.
Missing someone with all your.
My second day in London. It's so cold. It's about 1 degree outside at the moment. It was snowing this morning, which was just magical, but it's not quite cold enough for it to be fully snowing, and now it's raining again. It's so cold, but I wanted to go for a walk and explore my surroundings for a little bit. My friend is having me at the moment, which is really lovely. Just exploring the area at the moment. Yesterday was really cool. Just went shopping in a Westfield and went to M&S, Marks and Spencer, which is really cool. Yeah, it's really cold. So yesterday I landed, went back to my friend's house and had a shower, and then we went shopping. I just had to get like a SIM card and a few basics and things because I had to really cull down my clothes when I moved over. And then we went for a walk and had dinner, had a drink at the pub, and I managed to stay up till 8:30 p.m, which was a bit of a mission, but luckily I was able to sleep quite well. But the jet lag is real, definitely. Today I'm just gonna go for a walk and explore. My friend told me to go to Camden Markets, so I might head there for lunch and just walk around the canal and do like a big loop. I think it's really great to try and get out even though it's freezing. It'd be good to kind of understand my surroundings a little bit better. We're at a restaurant called Dishoom, which I'm told is a institution, would you say? A London institution. And you get unlimited chai, which is delish, and then you get like a naan wrap. Which one have you got, Dan?
The rest is naan. It's got egg, sausage, and bacon. That's great.
And I've got the egg one, so okay, gonna chuck in now.
Too long, but I don't wanna come down.
It's a flower garden.
We walked from Soho to Regent Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be beautiful in a month's time, but at the moment it's looking a bit bleak. To the top of Primrose Hill. I think usually it'd be a lot clearer, but it's a pretty cool view. You can see a lot of the city now.
And that London Eye there, that's just down by Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
You see the pocket of tall buildings just out there in the distance. That's just south of the river. That's Vauxhall and Nine Elms. Then if you come this way, you sort of see in the distance in the fog over there a sort of a wedge-shaped building that goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's Blackfriars. And then just further along, you see this building that looks kind of like a triangle going up into the... That's the Shard. And you see about half of it, the other half goes up in the clouds. Then actually those cranes over there, that's King's Cross, not these ones here, but that's King's Cross over there. And then if you see in the fog behind those cranes, you see sort of these tall buildings going up there. That's pretty much near Angel. So that's just on City Road. We could walk down there another day. And then you see these 3 towers just here in the foreground. Behind those, you actually have a set of buildings which is City of London, in your old City of London. And then even behind those, in the fog even further back, is Canary Wharf. So it looks like just one pocket of buildings, but it's actually 2 pockets with one in the front, one further back. And you see St Paul's Cathedral just there, the dome. Like 15-20 minutes to get food.
Yeah.
But today it's like super hot.
It's pretty cold. Currently in Clapham. Clapham's a very Aussie and Kiwi centric suburb, and I can kind of see why, because there's lots of pubs and bars, and besides that it's also just got a lot of stuff. This is the high street, so there's just stores and kind of everything that you need in one place. It's also very busy and lively, so I hope the noise isn't too loud. I've got my AirPods in, so hopefully the sound is okay. Basically, I just walked down Clapham High Street because I'm on my way to an apartment viewing in Brixton. So I had to take a tube from my friend's place, which took about 25 minutes. But I just wanted to have a walk around the area because I know this is a very popular sort of area in London for Kiwis and Aussies in particular. And yeah, it just looks like there's lots to do here. So just going to have a wander. There's probably about half an hour left of sun, which is really nice. Let's go see what this area has. It stopped raining today. The sun came out. It's sort of setting now, but yeah, it's actually a really nice day compared to earlier in the week when it's been raining or drizzling the whole time. You can also kind of see the style of buildings and houses is a lot different to Australia and New Zealand, obviously. Like this style of building, I mean some of them are kind of old and run down, but for the most part they're actually pretty cute. So yeah, I just love discovering and seeing different types of buildings that you don't really see this kind of style back home. There's something so charming about it. But I'm sure if you've lived here your whole life, you're just like, ugh, whatever. Good morning. It's Saturday morning and I've been here since Tuesday. Thought I'd just give a bit of an update on how I'm travelling, just because when I'm out and about it's a little bit hard to talk properly. So when I arrived it was super cold. Actually it's still about sort of 1 degrees at the moment, but it snowed very briefly on Wednesday, which was just magical. It was quite drizzly and rain like all of Wednesday and Thursday, but Friday it stopped raining. It was still cold, but it had beautiful clear blue skies. I'm just a bit annoyed because I had sent one of my big suitcases over before I had even left Australia, and in that suitcase has like my big puffer jacket, and a lot of my warm things like my scarf and my beanie and things like that, and I kind of need that stuff. And I don't want to necessarily buy more stuff because I know that it's going to warm up very soon. So luckily, like I've borrowed a warm jacket from my friend Laura, and a beanie from my friend Dan, and so that's kind of getting me through. And I've just bought a few like basic bits and pieces and stuff. But in that suitcase as well, it has all of my microphone for when I film, this sort of like rig thing that I put on my tripod, and just a few other things that I really kind of need. Well, not need, just like, and I'm just, yeah, a bit annoyed that it's still going through customs at the moment, and it was supposed to arrive on Monday and it still hasn't arrived. So hopefully it will get delivered next week. But yeah, very first world problems, totally, but just annoyed that they had said it would arrive on Monday and it still hasn't. And in terms of what I've been up to, so just been walking and exploring the city a little bit. The tube is awesome, so it's just really well connected. The trains are like super frequent, so I think that was something that really annoyed me about Sydney, is that the public transport wasn't always amazing. But I feel like in London everything's just very connected. Like it still takes a while to get places just because of the sheer distance, but I feel like it's just very easy to get around, and especially if you use like Google Maps or Cityscape, something. This really cool app, and it's just basically like you just put in your destination, and it like will tell you which public transport, like bus or train, or how long it will take you to walk there and things. So that is super handy to use. In terms of like things that I've discovered that we don't have in Australia or New Zealand that I really like, so there's Boots, which is like a chemist or drugstore, but like it's like Priceline in Australia but on steroids. So it really depends on the particular store, so not all of them are the same. Obviously, like in Australia the Pricelines are different sizes, but some of them have like amazing brands. So you've got your drugstore brands, and then it's like having a Sephora inside the pharmacy as well. So all like Huda Beauty, Fenty, Estee Lauder, like all of the brands that you can get at Sephora are in this place. So I'll do a haul later. I mean, I didn't get anything super fancy or anything like that, but I just thought it was cool. And the other thing is that like they have food in these in these places. So in a pharmacy you can get like what they call a meal deal. So for about like £4 or £5 you can get like a main, which is like a sandwich or a wrap or whatever, a snack, and then a drink for like £4 or £5. And I think that's pretty like reasonable, like if you're on the go and you wanted something quick and easy and like relatively healthy. Like I think that's a really good option, and they do these everywhere. Like all different shops have these kinds of meal deals, all the supermarkets and stuff. And then also discovering like Marks and Spencer, M&S, Sainsbury's, Waitrose. So those are like all the grocery stores. And like working in marketing and being obsessed with like FMCG brands and things like that, like it's so fascinating, like going into these stores. And obviously there are overlaps of like global brands that you see everywhere, but then so many new brands that I've never seen before. And I don't know, there's just something about like the way that they stock the things in these stores. It just looks so much more premium, even though it's just like a normal grocery store. And it's just, yeah, it's just so much fun, and it's so exciting. And then lastly there's Pret, which is like my friend Laura's like, you're gonna love Pret, and I was like, what is Pret? And it's basically just like this on the go kind of cafe where you can get like sandwiches and soups and like pretty good like healthy food and like hot drinks and things like that. And they're everywhere. You'll get like at least one, if not two, on any given street, anywhere you go. So they're just a quick and easy and relatively affordable way to eat. And so I think like obviously it's very expensive in London. I think for sure like rent prices are very high, but there are, I feel, small ways that you can kind of be savvy with your money, and that being food, I would say, if you're particularly kind of careful about the way that you spend your money. And yeah, so I'll do a Boots haul. Again, this is all stuff that you can kind of get in Australia, so it's not anything fancy or anything. So the first is I got some vitamin D, because I'm told that that is essential, an essential supplement to take while you're here, because you don't really get as much sunlight as compared to like other places. CeraVe products. So this stuff is not like, the prices of the stuff that I bought is very comparable to Australia, so it's not cheaper, I would say, over here at all. But they did have a deal whereby when you buy 3, you only have to pay for 2. So 2 for 3. So I thought that was an okay deal. The SA Smoothing Cleanser, salicylic acid smoothing cleanser. I started using this after Christmas because my skin was breaking out from just eating so much rich food. So this I have been using for a couple of months, which is really good. This is the hydrating cleanser. I use this more so in the morning, so I would use this in the evening. And then the moisturizing lotion, I used to use this as my morning facial moisturizer, but I'm just using it as a full body moisturizer at the moment. Because my skin is quite dry and dehydrated from the flight, I have bought this Avene, it's called the Tolerance Control Moisturiser, I usually use this as a night cream, but because my skin is so dry at the moment, I've just been using this morning and night. It's a very rich, but not oily, I find, moisturiser, so I just stocked up on that. And then this is actually pretty cool. So this is a UK brand called Soap and Glory, and I discovered it in Mecca, so you can get it in Mecca in Australia. And the stuff is like really affordable. Like, it makes really great stocking stuffers at Christmas. And if you have kids, I know that a lot of Mecca mums were giving them as little like educator gifts for their kids, like teachers and stuff. So I got, this is what I was using back home as well. So it's called the Heal Genius, and it's like a heel balm. So I put that on every night before I go to bed. And then again, my hands are really dry from just like all the travel and stuff. So I just got like the hand cream. So back home, I also bought the coconut body wash, and that was really nice. It had a really, I mean, if you hate coconuts, not so much, but if you like coconuts, very good. So yeah, these are just really affordable. If you're back home in Australia or New Zealand, check them out at Mecca. I think they're really good quality for what you get. They're made in the UK and they are vegan as well, so cruelty free. So that is all that I got from Boots. I spent actually quite a lot of money there, but I was traveling very lightly for me anyway, in terms of toiletries and stuff, so I just had to stock up on a few things. And then I travel with these, they're actually really handy. They're not like the most aesthetic makeup bags or toiletry bags, but I just love having everything upright. I just feel like there's less risk of like spillage, and I like that you can fold it down like this and then you can easily access all of your toiletries. So this is kind of my skincare one, and then I have another one for like all my makeup. And I kind of just have been putting these on like my bedside table and things. I'm staying with a friend, and I've kind of just been putting them on my bedside table and just like grabbing things as I go. But I just feel like I'm not living out of a suitcase, but I feel like I'm living out of these little bags, which is not like the most user-friendly in the long run kind of setup. So I did order this cosmetic organizer off Amazon, so I'll do an unboxing of that and I'll show you how I like put everything on, because I just figured it will be so much better to have all that stuff stored in a unit, and then it has like a handle on top, so when I move into my next place I can just like grab the stuff and like move it to wherever I end up you know, sort of living semi-permanently. So let's see what that looks like. She's super cute and super functional. I don't actually have very much skincare here. The only thing that would make it better, I feel, is if it had little dividers in there. So I could go and buy little trays in here, just because I feel like the stuff is going to tip over very easily. But it's pretty cool. So on that side was like my skincare, and then on this side is more like my makeup stuff and my perfume and things like that. So then in the drawers here I've got more skincare and floss and stuff, and then just like my makeup. I'm pretty low maintenance these days in terms of all my stuff, just because I had to travel so lightly. But yeah, I love it. It's so compact, and so this is kind of the handle, so I can just pack that up when I'm moving and shift it to my next place. I can link it in the description box below if you wanted to check it out, because I think it is a very cute, compact little unit. So today is Monday. It's been almost a whole week since I arrived in London. I just did my first like night shift, in that I am working remotely for my company, Australian company, until the end of March. and that was pretty brutal. Like I finished that up at about 5 a.m. London time. It's almost 7 now, so I had to sleep. And now I've come to check out a local gym. I haven't trained. Okay, I'm a bit lost. I haven't trained in about. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because, like, I'm still, moving my body in different ways. I'm really, really keen to get back into some structure, into some regular exercise, because I know that's really good for my mental and physical health. So hopefully this gym is okay. It's a budget gym, I think, but I just really need the basics. So let's go check it out. I just finished up at the gym. My legs are burning because I haven't trained in like a month, but it was good to be back, and I'm really just learning to listen to my body a bit better and not force myself to do things too quickly, because I will injure myself. I guess I just wanted to wrap up this vlog by giving my initial thoughts on London. So really enjoying it so far, besides the cold. I love all the different shops, like Pret and Sainsbury's and M&S. Love the tube. Public transport here, I think, is just so well connected. It just makes getting around really easy. And I like the food, actually. I think everywhere has really good vegetarian or vegan options. The Asian food is a little bit average, but everything else that I've tried has been actually quite delicious. Really good options, and it's very dog friendly. So you can literally take your dogs right into like pubs and cafes. Like, that's actually really, really good. My only things that I don't like as much would be the weather. It's just really cold at the moment, and they don't really tend to be like super early risers. So like in Sydney, everyone kind of gets up early, gets a coffee, gets brekkie, goes for a walk, etc. like super early. Like yesterday I went to the high street and some of the stores weren't really even open before like 11 or 12. So otherwise, really, really great. I think I've had a really great first week. I'm still settling in, obviously, getting used to everything, finding my feet, but overall, very positive experience so far, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more travel and London content, and I'll wrap up this vlog here, and I'll see you next time.